Greetings. Peace and blessings, everyone. How y'all doing today? Good afternoon. All right, y'all. We are in the Cancer new moon energy. The moon has moved into Cancer and the sun is in Cancer. So we're in the final days of the Cancer energy. And Cancer is the energy that is devoted to family, home, your inner world. The moon rules Cancer. And the moon is the energy that governs the water on the planet, which also governs our reproductive energy. Thank you, Kelly Moon 22, or Cal E Moon 22. It also governs our reproduction, right? So Cancer is the archetype of Cancer is the mother. It's also the devotee, like, the mother through her devotion creates reality, through her connection to her creative power. She's not just connected to her creations, which are her children. She is connected to her creative power, which generates children and nurturing and love and reality and all of that. Because women create all of this. All of this comes out of us. And here's what I mean when I say that. Yes, a woman at this time on the planet uses a man's semen to impregnate herself. But she says yes to him coming into her body for sex and pleasure. And then she also says yes to who lives, because the woman decides who's going to grow in her body and who doesn't grow in her body. So that is a lot of power. That is the power of the divine feminine. And it shows up in the physical world reality as women. But it's all energy. So these are energetic codes I'm talking about. Now, how you're going to express that is your business, right? So some women do have children, right? But we're always creating no matter what, because what comes into us, because we are women, what we take in, because we are a portal of creation. So what we take in through music, through sound, through our connection to others, through our belief systems, what we take in, we then reproduce. We reproduce. If we take in semen, we will reproduce a human being. But if we take in, negativity and sadness and depression and despair and hopelessness, we will reproduce a world that looks like the one that we're in. Because that's what's happening. What's happening is women have been out of their role. The feminine has been out of its role. And I'm really challenged with myself right now, because I don't want us to think that women and the feminine are synonymous, because they are not. We have masculine and feminine energy, and everything has a percentage of everything. So if you're a woman, you have your feminine energy is stronger probably than your masculine energy, because you have that internal power. And if you are a man, you are likely stronger in your physical energy, because that is masculine. But probably because people can cultivate these energies, this masculine and feminine energy within them, and balance the energy out so that you have equal parts. Nothing is symmetrical and linear here in the feminine and in the energetics, right? But things do work together. You have the yin and the yang. You have the light and the dark. You have the up and the down. You have these polarities, because polarities create new realities. So you can develop the polarities within you, the energetic systems of the masculine and feminine, to make your creative power more potent. So tonight we have a new moon in Cancer. I really just wanted to come in and say, if y'all want to come, I would love to have you. So you can make a donation at my Venmo. Gabrielle is going to be leading us tonight. And what we do during the Cancer new moon is we come together with our intentions. And as a community, we set our intentions together, because the new moon is the feminine aspect of the moon power. The full moon is the masculine aspect of the moon power. When the moon is dark and internal, she is in her feminine states. When the moon is full of light and full and round, she is in her masculine, because everything has masculine and feminine. Everything carries the polarity, because everything here in this universe is creative. So if you'd like to come tonight, you can send me a donation. My suggested donation will be $25. But if you can't send that and you want to come, send what you can. And I'll send you the links. You can donate in my link tree here, or you can just send to Venmo, which is $Monique-Ruffin, or Cash App. No, Venmo is @Monique-Ruffin, and Cash App is $Monique Ruffin. And if you want, you donate, and I'll send you the link. And we start tonight at 7:30. And if you can't come, I'll send you the recording. This energy is very, very, very powerful, you all. And there is a real shift happening on the planet, and I believe that everybody can feel it. My energy is starting to very much adjust to it, so I'm not feeling the chaos of it in the ways that I used to. I'm not feeling the fear and the fear and the chaos, and just sort of the resistance in the way that I had been. But I know that many people are, and so the work to move it is to heal your internal stuff, heal your stuff with your family. You don't have to become friends with your family members to heal the stuff with your family, but you do need to heal your perspectives of it, your experience, your participation, right? I have been really doing the work to understand, to have the evidence of me being the creator of my reality, because we create our realities whether we know it or not. And it's a really challenging thing to get. In order for me to believe and understand that I was creating my reality, I had to study the universe. I had to really study. I had to go, well, I need to know how this stuff works. So, because I don't understand why would I create parents who were neglectful and who had addictions and prostitution? Why would I do that, right? So because I didn't understand what the creative power really was here, I had to go study the universe and the cosmos to understand how it works. So now when stuff happens, I know I created it. I'm like, oh, I created this. Okay. No matter what it is, I know it. And it is just that awareness in every area of my life. Like, why would I create a partner that would want a divorce after we had a child? Why would I create, being in relationships where people are unfaithful? Why would I create, I really owning that I am the creator of all of this? And when I just sit and ask what the thing that's so hard, right? And I just ask myself, why would I create this, right? Like one time I said, why would I create a co-parent who I can feel is really angry with me and doesn't see my value and worth? And when I sat down and asked myself that, because many of you who have co-parents, it's not easy to co-parent with another person. And I just had to get clear about, why would I create this level of struggle in my life if it's true that I create my reality? And when I sat down and asked myself, I heard myself say, because you are lazy. And if you didn't have a partner that was rigorous with you and hard on you and really discerning, if you didn't have one, you wouldn't fulfill your purpose. you are motivated by difficult things. And I was like, God damn it, shit, fuck. That's right, I am. Hard shit motivates me. Now, I'm doing the work to heal that, but I had to really ask myself, why would I create somebody who seems to dislike me so much? And when I told the truth, it was like something in me just needs to fight, that needs to struggle. But then I go look at my natal chart and I see I have all these Aries placements. I have Chiron and Aries, and that is it. Like, there is a part of me that needs the battle, that needs to be a warrior, that needs to be able to come, like, I need that. It actually is a motivating force for me. And that is simply, the Aries energy is this internal irritation that wants something to be different so badly that it takes an energy that is uncomfortable. It takes always being uncomfortable to want things to change, right? Like, because otherwise we get so comfortable. Otherwise we're just like, right? And because I have a tendency to be lazy and get comfortable, I have this other part of my personality that needs rigor and needs negativity to drive it so that it will actually get something done. And this is the value of knowing ourselves. This is the value of understanding your natal chart, so that when you're experiencing the things that are your creations, you don't have to be at odds with them anymore. You can learn to work with any energy. You can learn to work with negative energy. You can learn to work with dark energy. You can learn to work with your shadow, because you're going to need to, because that is your power. The things that we're running from, the things that we are overstepping and denying that keep us comfortable, those are the things that actually grant you entrance to the new levels of yourself. And when you won't face it, if you're running from it, your life will continue to show you things that make you Your life will continue to show you things that make you uncomfortable. Your life will continue to show you things where you are at odds with it, and because that energy has to get used some way. So if you're not using it through your own intention and purpose and mission, then the universe will send you people that fuck with you. People that are up under your skin and that you feel like that you won't find comfort until you are activated enough to take another path. I'm telling you, this stuff is such a trip, y'all, how it works here. It's not what we think at all. It is not what we think at all. And it's fun now, like now that I get it and I understand that I'm projecting realities that I understand my chart, and I'm getting like, oh, I'm having this experience because I need it, because my soul chose it for me to evolve. And that can be racism or anything. Like my son, who was diagnosed with Down syndrome when he was born, like now I really understand that was my soul's creation. And why would I create a child that has a diagnosis? Because it took me out of my comfort zone. It took me out of my comfortability, and it forced me to really discover my power. It forced me to really learn how the human body works and the human mind works, and how I can help my son really be himself. It forced me to have to grow, and this is what difficult things come for, so that we can grow. And we are in a very difficult time right now, you all. The world is in a profound shift. So many people are going to be having awakenings because they are going to find themselves in circumstances where they cannot escape it but to go through it. People are going to be finding themselves in experiences where there's no way around it, over it, under it, but through it is the only way, because you must discover your power. And the only way you can discover your power is through an experience that literally revolutionizes you. An experience that literally forces you to dig deep inside of yourself and become more. And many of us, is anybody having that kind of experience yet? Everybody's so quiet. Is anybody having that? Are you facing yourself? Is anybody here facing themselves? Are you having to make hard decisions or having to shift in your life? Or yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. So, and here, Michael, it looks like you're the only one, right? Which is interesting to me. So I really encourage you all. Yes. Okay. Right. Shouldn't get off the pot. Yes, absolutely. So the work in that, myself is screaming at me. Begin to ask yourself, how did I create this? And why did I create this? And sit down and listen. Just ask, how did I create this? Why did I create this? And then 3 questions. How did I create this? Why did I create this? And then, what do I really desire? What do I desire? And you don't have to come up with an answer. Just ask the question and be willing to really consider it. The answers will show up. If they don't show up immediately they will show up in your life, and it will make moving through this situation a little easier because you will stop resisting. These questions break down your resistance to the experience. And what I can tell you is, the more resistance you have to an experience, or the greater experience, the more power you are going to drive it. The power is going to come from you, but you have to know that the power is in you. Just like you created whatever experience you're having through the choices that you made, or the things that you denied, or the ways that you delayed, and all that, whatever it is, just like you created that, you will create the solution. The solution is within you. There is always a solution. To every problem is a solution. There is not a problem that the universe produces that it does not also simultaneously produce a solution to. Now, when you know that, you don't have to be scared. Now, the solution is going to cost you your current self. Your current self is going to have to fucking explode. The solution will require that you become somebody else. And that is great. That is the great news, because we are in a new cycle right now. We started a new cycle. We've been starting a new cycle for the last several years, and now the new cycle is really jumping off this month with this new moon in Cancer, because Cancer is being home in yourself. We're going to have a full moon in Aquarius, which is about your authentic expression, you being who you really are, the divine community. This is about how you show up as yourself in your community. So we're in a whole new reality right now, and you have to let go of who you used to be. You have to die to who you used to be. And this can feel severe. And when you die, you will be born into a new self. It's guaranteed. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that will be the case. All right, y'all. So if anybody wants to come to the meditation tonight, like I said, send me. You can donate at Monique Ruffin or any of these whatever, and you can at Cash App or Venmo, and then send me a private message so then I can send you the link. We start at 7:30 in 2.5 hours. And we're going to have an incredible, incredible time. Thank you so much. I just love the magic. I'm so here for us waking up to who we are. The world is going to be so much better because people are waking up to who they are. And the thing that I see that's necessary is practice. It's not a one or all. You have to practice it a little bit at a time so you can truly embody it and own it. It doesn't happen like that. But when it happens, it's like that. But you got to get it in your consciousness, in your psyche, in your body. You have to begin to live it. And when you do, everything changes. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Have a really beautiful evening. Bye-bye.